Admiral James stood on the bridge of the EFS Indomitable, Earth's newest and most formidable battleship. At 2 kilometers in length, bristling with railguns, missile pods, and energy weapons that could tear through most known materials, the Indomitable represented humanity's determination to survive in a universe they now knew was far from empty. "Contact approaching, sir," Lieutenant Reed reported from the sensor station. "Unknown configuration. Definitely not human." James nodded calmly. Humanity had suspected alien life existed for centuries, but confirmation had only come 3 years ago when long-range telescopes detected artificial structures on a distant moon. Since then, Earth had accelerated its military space program, building vessels like the Indomitable not out of aggression but caution. "All stations, yellow alert," James ordered. "Open communications on all frequencies and prepare first contact protocols." The alien vessel was elegant, a curved, almost organic shape that gleamed with an iridescent blue sheen. It was smaller than the Indomitable by half, but moved with a grace that suggested advanced propulsion technology. Commander Trell of the Galactic Confederation exploration vessel Harmony watched the massive human ship with a mixture of curiosity and concern. The Confederation had been observing Earth for decades, classifying humans as a pre-FTL species still confined to their solar system. The existence of this enormous warship contradicted all their intelligence. "The vessel is broadcasting signals, Commander," his communications officer reported. "Simple mathematical sequences. It appears to be a first contact protocol." Trell's 6 eyes blinked in sequence, a sign of deep thought among his species. "Respond with our standard greeting. Inform Central Command. We've encountered an unexpectedly advanced Earth vessel." The 2 ships hung in space, separated by mere kilometers, close enough in cosmic terms to be practically touching. On both vessels, crews worked frantically to establish meaningful communication. Within hours, basic language algorithms had been established. The first formal message from the Confederation arrived on the Indomitable's bridge. "They're inviting us to a formal meeting aboard their vessel," Reed translated. "They claim to represent something called the Galactic Confederation, 23 species working together for mutual benefit." James raised an eyebrow. "And they're surprised to find us out here. Interesting." The meeting took place in a neutral shuttle halfway between the 2 ships. James represented Earth, while Trell represented the Confederation. Through translation devices, they began to understand each other's civilizations. "We believed your species was at least 50 Earth years from achieving FTL capability," Trell explained. "Yet here you are, beyond your solar system, with military technology that rivals our defensive systems." James smiled. "We haven't achieved FTL yet. The Indomitable uses conventional fusion drives, just very efficient ones." Trell's translator couldn't convey his astonishment. "You built this battleship without faster-than-light technology? The resources required, the time investment, 8 years from design to launch," James said proudly. "When we confirmed we weren't alone, we dedicated ourselves to being prepared." "Prepared for what?" Trell asked. "For anything," James replied simply. "History has taught us that when cultures meet, the unprepared often suffer. We chose not to be unprepared." Back on the Harmony, Trell's science team analyzed the human vessel with increasing amazement. The Indomitable's hull was crude by Confederation standards, primarily metal alloys, rather than the crystalline composites used throughout the galactic community. Yet its weapon systems were ingeniously designed, emphasizing raw power over elegance. "Their missile technology is particularly concerning," the science officer reported. "Simple kinetic weapons, but accelerated to speeds that would penetrate our standard shields. And the quantity. This vessel carries enough firepower to destroy a small moon." Trell contemplated this information. The Confederation had encountered many species, but few had developed such military capacity before making contact. Most civilizations progressed through predictable stages, reaching for the stars first with science vessels and colony ships, military vessels coming later as threats emerged. Humans had built a battleship first. On the Indomitable, James received reports from his own analysis teams. "Their technology is more advanced in most areas," his chief engineer explained. particularly their FTL drive and shield systems. But their weapons are defensive in nature, designed to disable rather than destroy. James nodded. A peaceful confederation, then, but one that clearly recognizes the need for defense. The second meeting between the species focused on cultural exchange. The Confederation offered to share certain technologies, medical advances, agricultural improvements, and clean energy systems as goodwill gestures. In return, they requested Earth join preliminary diplomatic talks. Your species is unusual, Shrell admitted during the discussions. Most achieve space travel through cooperation, pooling planetary resources. You've done it through competing nation-states, each pushing the others forward. Competition breeds innovation, James replied, though we've learned to cooperate when necessary. Like building the Indomitable? Precisely. When the Harmony departed 3 days later, it carried data about Earth's history, culture, and technology back to Confederation headquarters. Trell's final report contained a recommendation that would be hotly debated: accelerate human admission into the Confederation. The humans represent both opportunity and concern, he wrote. Their technological development follows unusual patterns, emphasizing defensive and military capabilities over comfort or efficiency. They build to last and to survive. Their history is marked by conflict, yet also by remarkable resilience and adaptability. Most concerning, or perhaps most promising, is their mindset. Where Confederation species typically look outward with hope, humans look outward with caution. They built their first interstellar vessel as a battleship not because they wanted war, but because they deemed it the reasonable precaution of a species venturing into unknown territory. The humans have a saying: hope for the best, prepare for the worst. The Indomitable embodies this philosophy, a vessel of peace built for war. As the Confederation faces growing tensions with the Dominion, such thinking may prove valuable. The humans are ready to join the galactic community, and perhaps the galactic community needs humans more than we realized.